Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, a nice Sunday, a productive Sunday, and most importantly, a chill Sunday, because I know I am. I am doing laundry. As you can see, this big pile of folded laundry, and I got a whole nother basket over here that I need to fold, but that's what I do on Sundays. Laundry, and now I'm cooking dinner. And something I'm really getting back into because I haven't really been cooking at all lately. Like, probably the last year, I haven't really been cooking a lot. I do here and there, but mostly me and the kids, we do a lot of door dashing. And I grocery shop, but I don't go to the grocery store. I usually do, I either do a Walmart delivery or I do a DoorDash grocery delivery. But before we get into that and why, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So, what I really want to talk to you guys about today is, I know you guys noticed that it's usually just me and the kids in our vlogs. You know, when we go out, go have dinner, we go shopping or whatever, it's usually just me and my kids. I have two older kids. My oldest daughter, she'll be 25 this year. And she doesn't live with me, of course. She has her own place. And my son, he's 17 right now, but he'll be 18 in April. And I flew him to Georgia with his dad to live in September. In September, he went down there to live with his dad. So, I never really talked about it much, but you might have seen a couple pictures here and there, and in my intro, pictures of my husband and I. So earlier last year in April, my husband passed away. He had cancer, pancreatic cancer, actually. And it's not something that's easy for me to talk about at all. So that's why I really don't. Me and the kids are really active. I try to keep them busy. I try to keep myself busy because it helps with the grieving, with my grieving process. It's been a really rough year. This past 8 months has been like a blur. It's like a I won't even say a dream, more like a nightmare, because I haven't adjusted well. I'm trying my best for me and my kids. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to be active. I just recently started being more active on my channel, just to give us more, I won't say a distraction. Well, yeah, actually it's a distraction, but we also enjoy vlogging. We were getting into it before, maybe a few years ago, mainly during COVID. My daughter, Miss London, she really pushed me into vlogging and YouTube and all that stuff. But yeah, doing YouTube is really a coping, I really don't know the right word to use. It helps us cope. Even though we don't talk about that part a lot, we don't talk about my husband a lot, it's not because we don't think about him, because we think about him every day. I think about him every day. The kids talk about him. They bring him up. I try to keep my husband, his memory alive in us. So, and around us. You know, I let the kids know that his spirit is around us. He's watching over us. I have pictures. This picture I had made of us. And there's pictures of him. He was a big Eagles fan. So we just try to incorporate my husband in a lot of stuff that we do. And it's hard. It's hard. I met my husband when I was 14. And I've been knowing him since. We were together our first go round for 5 years. Yeah, about 5 years. And you know what? I might have met him a little younger than that. I was young, like, but you couldn't tell me that at the time. I knew I wasn't grown, but I was just being a teenager. Me and my teenage friends, we just thought we were grown, and we thought that we knew everything, like most teenagers do. But yeah. But on to the rest of the story. Okay. So, yeah, I met him when I was 13, 14. He was a teenager also. He was older. Through a mutual friend. And yeah, me and my husband had a long history. So, like I said, we were together for like 5 years. And we went our separate ways when I was about 18. And yeah, around that time, after we broke up or whatever, is when I met my oldest daughter's father. And then after that is when I got married. I got married, let me see, I was with her dad for about 7 years, 8 years, something like that. And then not too long after that, I got married. Not to him, but to my first husband, which is London, and my oldest son, Antoine's father. We were married for about 8 years. And then we got divorced around 2014. And then around that time when me and him was going through our divorce or whatever, which was very amicable. We never had beef or nothing. We always been cool. We both realized it just wasn't working. So around that time, me and my first husband, we were separated. He had moved back to Milwaukee. And after work, I had stopped at the store, and I ran into my husband, my late husband. And mind you, I hadn't ran into him anywhere. Like the whole almost 20 years. We always kept in touch. You know, there was never any beef or nothing. But we always kept in touch. We were always friendly. We were friends on Facebook. So he would say, hey, every once in a while, how are you and your family doing? And I say likewise, but he was always respectful. I was always respectful of the fact that, he was in a relationship and I was married. So yeah, fast forward, and yeah, we ran into each other at the store. And then from then on, we've been seeing each other. Like, we just been talking. And that was in 2015. Yeah, that was around 2015. And then we talked on the phone for a little bit. He asked me out. We started dating, redating or whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, we dated for a little bit. We already knew it. We knew each other already, but we had to reconnect. We had to relearn each other because we had been together for a while, for some years when we were younger. But people grow, people mature. So yeah, we both realized that he was single at the time. Also, I was single when we ran into each other. So we just, not too long after we started dating, we decided to be exclusive. And it was just been up from there. Like, it was like we were just meant to come back together. And I think at that time I was in my early 30s. Maybe my mid 30s, early to mid 30s. So I think at the time my youngest daughter was, I think she was like 3. So we had been talking about kids. He had told me that he wanted more kids. He wanted boys. At that time I had 3. I had my oldest daughter, I had my oldest son, and I had London. So I really was not planning on having any more kids. Like, I was, as far as I was concerned, I was done. But yeah, we had talked about it, and he said he wanted boys because he has other kids, but he doesn't have any boys. So we talked about it. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, if we're gonna do this, then we're gonna have to do it right. We need to get married. We need to plan this out, because I was not young. Like, I mean, I was still young, but I wasn't like, I was at the point where I didn't want to have, or I won't say I didn't want, I hadn't planned on having any more kids. So I said, if we're gonna do this, we need to get cracking. We need to do it, because I'm not trying to be 40 something with a newborn, period. So I got pregnant with AJ, which is Adrian Jr., in 2015. I got pregnant with him the end of, no, that's not right. I got pregnant with AJ in 2016, I believe, around Valentine's Day, I believe, because he was born in November. So yeah, we got pregnant with him around Valentine's Day, and he was born in November of 2016. And shortly after, we talked about having another baby, getting pregnant again. I wanted a girl, and he wanted another boy, of course. And so we planned. I said, well, if we're going to do it, we need to do it right away, because I don't want it to be like a big age gap between them. So later in 2017, we planned on having Amir. So Amir was born in August of 2018. So they are like a year and a half, maybe a little bit over a year and a half apart, which is great, because they are like, a lot of people think they're twins because they like neck and neck in height and everything, but they like this, I'm telling you. And I'm so glad that we decided to, because they help each other so much. I mean, AJ, of course, is big brother. Mir is mama's baby. And I am so glad that we had them close together. So fast forward. So we didn't do it. We didn't get married first. Because we wanted to have the kids first, which is kind of backwards, but we already knew that we were going to get married. So I said, you know what, let's have the babies, get that out the way, and then we'll get married. So we got married Valentine's Day of 2019. Yep, our anniversary is Valentine's Day. So yeah, we were good. Like any other married couple, we had our ups and downs or whatever. More ups though. We didn't have a lot of downs because we didn't have a lot of, because he was a really laid back person. I'm semi laid back, but I can get a little turned up when I want to. But he was my calm. He was my go sit your ass down somewhere. You know, he was my peace. And I was his peace. I was his voice of reason. He was my chill. And we just balanced out like that. So yeah, we were good. We were planning on, we had a lot of plans. Like, we had a lot of plans. We wanted to find the right moment to do a lot of things. We were in the process of planning to buy a house. We hadn't started the process. We were really early in it. We had just started talking to a lender and going in that direction or whatever. But in 2024 is when 2023 is when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Around, I want to say September, October is when we got the confirmation that it was cancer. When we were informed of what it was, well, you know, rewind a little bit. So he was having some pains. My husband was diabetic, so he was going in for a routine appointment concerning his diabetes, and he had let the doctor know that he was having some pains or whatever, and so the doctor sent him in for some tests, and where they said that there was a blockage. So he went into surgery to clear this blockage in his duct. So when we went in, when he had the surgery to clear the blocked duct or whatever, is when they told us after the surgery that they found the cancer. That was in August, September of 2023. After that, it was like everything started happening so fast. Like, he was diagnosed around, like I said, September, October. He was diagnosed with stage 1 pancreatic cancer. So he started chemo. The oncologist was hopeful. He said the treatment was going well, the chemo was going well, and we were planning on him having a surgery to remove the cancer and everything. So maybe, I want to say in November, we were informed that his cancer had spread. He had another test done, or another scan done. And yeah, they told us that it had spread. and that it was actually at stage 4 when they did the last scan. So his treatments became more aggressive. His treatments became more aggressive, and he just started to become weaker and sicker, and it's like everything just started happening so fast. He had been started to have to be admitted into the hospital because of blood loss. Okay, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to take a little break. This is not an easy story for me to tell. So, okay. I can't remember where I left off at. Oh, okay. So, he had internal bleeding. So, they had to go in to figure out what was the problem was. And whatever they put in there, it was the stent that they put in to correct the blockage had moved. It had come unlodged, and it was rubbing up against, or it was puncturing or rubbing up against something internally that was causing him pain. So he had surgery to get that fixed, to correct that. So that was his first admission into the hospital. He was in there for about a week. And I took off work to stay with him. We were going back and forth to get, I was getting a lot of help from family. They were helping me get the kids from school. I would go home and get the kids ready, take them to school, and then come back with him. And then some days I would pick the kids up and take them home. My son was at home, so they weren't there alone, of course. And my daughter was helping out or whatever. So that was the first thing. He was doing better. But it just seemed like after that, it just was, his health was just started to deteriorate really quick. And it was a lot for us. It was a lot for him to come to terms with. I prayed a lot for him, and I just tried to do whatever I could to try to make him comfortable. It's if you ever have to be with somebody and be supportive of somebody that has any type of cancer or something like that, or any type of illness or anything, cancer is a terrible, terrible, terrible disease. And it was really hard for me to watch him deal with it. Like, how can you even comfort somebody after getting a terminal diagnosis? It's terrible. Like, the appointment that we went to, when his oncologist told us that he had 6 months or less to live, it's devastating. It's devastating. It's the worst feeling. It's the worst thing ever to try to come to terms with. It's like, how is this even right? Like, how is this even, like, you're not right. Like, how do you tell somebody something like that? and you just get mad. It makes you upset to even, it make you want to fight the doctor. Because I'm telling you, I felt like attacking his ass. Because I'm like, what is you telling us? Why are you telling us this? Why you not doing more? I'm like, how? I mean, what? So I told my husband, I said, you know what? He don't know what he's talking about. You know, we gonna get another opinion. We gonna get as many second, third, fourth opinions that we need in order to fix this. So we went to another doctor in Illinois to get a different, to get a second opinion. That one wasn't too much better. And it was just terrible. It was just terrible. You know, our kids were small. I mean, they're still small, but they didn't understand. I had to sit down and talk to them. My husband, he had his time to talk with them. No, I didn't. I left the room. I don't know exactly what he said, but I wanted him to have some time alone with our boys so he can, you know, try to explain to them whatever was, you know, however he felt was the right way to talk to them. And it's just the worst. Like, we've been we just been trying is all I can say. We just been trying, especially me. Some days is a little bit better than others, but it's just that it's a void. It's a void. I mean, it's difficult, like, to even, I'm married. That's how I look at it. I'm married. I don't know when, I don't know. It's hard to even try to explain it. I'm married as far as I'm concerned. I wear my ring. I've been wearing my ring. I'm probably always gonna wear my ring. Somebody even mentioning dating or just the idea of dating, I feel offended. I'm like, what you mean? What do you mean dating? I'm dating who? Dating for what? I'm married. But yeah, I keep my ring on because I feel comfortable. I'm gonna wear my ring because I feel like I'm gonna wear it. I don't know what any other way to say it. In my heart, in my mind, I am married. I belong to my husband, and that's just what it is. But, and also, I mean, it's not a reason, but it keeps people from approaching you, if that makes any sense. Usually, if somebody is looking like or acting like they want to approach me in any type of way or say anything, I have my ring on. So when they see my ring, most likely they're gonna keep it moving, which I prefer. So yeah, my kids have already told me that they good with it just being us. I'm good with it just being us. I'm not even thinking about dating nobody. What? What you mean? Dating who? Dating? Who dating? Okay. So, yeah. That's just, my life is just, I don't even know what my life is right now. My life is my kids. My life is, keeping them busy, keeping them happy. I done spoiled the hell out of them this past year. I mean, they always been spoiled. Me and my husband, we spoil the kids. period. But I probably did a little bit more this past year than I normally would. But I mean, it's ain't nothing. They my kids. They are kids, so I just want them happy. I want my kids happy. I'm still working on myself. A lot of people been telling me that grief counseling is a good idea. I tried it. I didn't like it. I have family that I can talk to. And I mean, that's just that is the reasoning for it just being me and my kids and the vlogs, pretty much, is what I just wanted to give a reason why it's just us. Even though I know he here in spirit, I know he watching over us. But yeah, so it's me and my kids. And yeah, so we got a lot of things. We got a lot of changes coming up. We are about to make a big move soon. Later this year. And I'll be talking about that. Not yet, because I'm not even gonna say jinx it, because when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. But I have a timeline, but I don't have anything exact yet. So I won't be talking about it yet, but it will be coming. It's a big life change for us. It's a big move. Yeah, we got a lot coming up. So, thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for watching me and my family as we attempt to navigate whatever we doing. I don't know, but I'm grateful for you guys subscribing and watching us. We try to keep our content positive, but you know, everything about life ain't always positive. So I'm gonna be sharing everything with you guys as much as I feel comfortable sharing. I'll put it like that. But yeah, you'll be with us. Y'all will be with us when we make this move. Any big plans we have, any big events we have, because I have a lot of plans that I'm working on, and you guys be with us. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for checking on us, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.